Hello and welcome back to Sonic Adventure with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Poogie. So today we will try and chase down the egg carrier, Dr. Eggman's Flying Fortress, which has now taken all of the Chaos Emeralds and indeed seemingly with it, and dare I say, the monster Chaos. So, where we need to go from where we face Knuckles in the Mystic Ruins is up once again to Tails' workshop, and we can take the plane, his plane, or is it Sonic's plane, because Sonic called it his plane, the Tornado. And if we're going by the thing, I'm guessing it is Sonic's plane. We did see him flying it in Sonic and Knuckles. Anyway, let's speak to Knuckles here, if we can.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah, says the guy who was duped. Anyway, that being said, over to Tails' workshop, and we'll get a cutscene.
Sonic, wait here for a second. Sonic, hop in. Let's go.
Now we will do the first act of Sky Chase. No, unlike with Sonic 2, it is very different because you don't control Sonic, you control the tornado, and basically what you have to do is survive. Basically, yeah. Basically, not let Eggman's badniks shoot you down. So yeah, and the way you do that to actually target them, you actually shoot using the A button. And by holding down the A button, you are able to target the badniks in the air, all the while getting closer. The level does get harder and harder, however, the closer you get to the egg carrier, because, of course, well, that's the way it is. Because what will happen, not only will you have the badniks to contend with, but you will also have to deal with the various projectiles coming from the egg carrier. So yeah. So, for example, we have now reached the egg carrier, so what will happen now is that seemingly they will send out homing missiles, which can be annoying to deal with when maneuvering around the egg carrier. I'll say, because, yeah, and you can only target up to a certain number. At least that's what I found with the GameCube version. Again, I think it was a little easier with the HD version on the PlayStation 3, but as I say, my old PlayStation 3 pretty much died on me, so that's a no-go unless I suppose I can download it for free. I know you can do that with the Nintendo Wii U, for example, and the Nintendo Wii, even though the Wii U shop is now, Wii shop at least, is down. So yeah, I don't know if you can do that with the Switch either, but I think you can do it with the PS3 actually, so maybe I could have downloaded that, but never mind. That being said, yeah, this segment in particular is annoying. The badniks will come gunning for you, and then at the very end we go down into the clouds, and eventually have to deal with a really bad thing, a really annoying thing even, coming off of Eggman's ship, as we will see.
Tails? Tails? You're not who I'm looking for. Oh, I wonder if he's okay.
Well, it looks like we're back in Station Square. And that means we have to now make our way back to Dr. Eggman. Can. Yeah, because I don't know where his egg carrier went. But the first place I think we should go is actually, well, we can go over the sea, and however, there is an optional upgrade we can get, I think. Well, not here. So yeah, but where we have to go is actually Casino-opolis. Yes, Casino-opolis. No, we're not going to do more underage gambling, oh no, but, and we can't go through the station, so we will have to go through the hotel. Yes, apparently the trains are now stopped for some reason, so instead, let's indeed go this way.
Sonic, wait up! Long time no see!
Amy.
What's wrong with you anyway? Listen, this birdie seems to be in trouble, so you need to be his bodyguard for a while.
You must be kidding.
If you don't, we're just gonna tag along anyway.
Yep. Now met Sonic's self-confessed girlfriend, Amy Rose. And we can also play with her because we just met her. Again, that was the same with Knuckles as well. Anyway, now we want to go towards, believe it or not, the Twinkle Park.
No problem. He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
Whoa!
Oh, now what? Huh?
Look here! It says, shoot couples get in free! Let's go!
Amy! Wait! Oh, man! That girl is such a pain.
So, we go to Twinkle Park, and this level is split up into two sections. Firstly, the Twinkle Kart area, where we will have to race a bunch of, I don't know what they are, they kind of look like Autobots actually, but we have to race them in our cart, and apparently if they ram you, you die instantly, despite having, clearly getting some rings there, but yes. So that's what we need. At least I have knocked some rings out of me. In which case, yeah, okay, that was fair game. So let's get in one of the carts, and indeed, what better than the blue cart for the blue. So yeah, and basically this is just a fun little race. You don't actually win anything for coming in first place or anything. It's not like many other character-based racing games. If you are given a boost and you go faster, yada yada yada. Just keep your ring count up. So yeah, and also keep accelerating because there are some very hard jumps to do here, shall we say, as we will see. Yeah. The other thing of note is that the music. This is the second of the tracks Jun Sonoy put in from Sonic 3D Blast, namely Panic Puppet Zone Act 1. Yes, it is that track that is used here. And honestly, it does actually fit the racing thing very nicely, actually, because, yeah. The other thing of note, I also like the fact that he actually displays the number of rings on your cart as well. So, for example, I have 52 rings here, and now 54. Yeah, that is a nice little touch. There is also something similar as an extra that you can unlock after doing Twinkle Park, namely Twinkle Circuit, but that plays completely different track to this. So yeah. And now that we're done with the car racing element, it is time to go to the main area of Twinkle Park, and I love this level. You start off in a roller coaster, and you come barreling down there, and then jump off, and indeed, I end up in this area with the giant, firstly, Ukigi badniks, I think they're called, and also do some bowling with Sonic. I don't know what happens when you get a strike, but I think you get more rings. So yeah, that wobbly thing I don't know how to defeat. Seriously. So let's get rid of you and pass the thing, and indeed, there we go. Yeah, I do like this level. As I say, the music here is new. For Sonic Adventure at least, although Jun Sonoy did use it, or rework it, should I say, in Sonic 4, Episode 2, which was the White Park level. Yes, namely the, I think where it goes off into the, I'm not going to do all of that, but yeah, that's basically it. What's annoying about this level is the castle, platforming around the castle. It is not great. It is not great at all. Let's just put it that way, because it is not something I'd see normally in a Sonic game. And yeah, that's what, even though I do like this level, that is the weakest part of the level, platforming around the castle, seriously. Let's say, because it is very narrow. Yes, I already have my grievances with games like Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, sequel, with narrow platforming, but here it's very annoying because you're on the slope as well, seriously. And you have to make it around the castle to reach a rocket that will take you to the goal ring. So yeah, and not jump with crap. Seriously. I'm gonna say it's down to the physics, because in the sequel to this game, Sonic Adventure 2, I certainly don't have the problems I do with SA1 here. Seriously. The only reason I'm returning to the thing is to get more rings, really. And that's it, really. And actually, no, it's not a rocket, it's a spring. Spring that will take you around and do the thing. So yeah, don't jump off here unless you want the one-up. And yeah, that will take you to the capsule at the end of the level. Not the gold ring, no, what is it, Sonic 06? No. Anyway, with that done, we are about to find that Amy has run off again. I don't know why. Maybe she went a different way. And indeed, that's what happens in her story anyway. So yeah. Well, anyway, I'll speak more about Amy Rose when I do her story, I think. Yep.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Oh, shoot! I've lost Amy. I bet that robot hauled butt after her. I'd better catch her before it does.